Chris Jones. They had hoped to flip him. He had been committed to Mississippi State since June of last year, and he apparently is going to stick with that. This is Stacy Coley from Oakland Park, Florida. An emotional day. Sometimes we forget what an emotional and what a burden it is on these guys as they try to make this decision that will impact their lives. We'll hear from Stacy coming up in about 8 minutes. Our continuing coverage of National Signing Day. They're going to be with you all the way up until 7 o'clock. Stacy Coley is waiting to make the announcement. Stacy is number 47 on our ESPNU 300 wide receiver out of Northeast High School in Oakland Park, Florida. And Stacy's had an emotional moment waiting to make his decision among the finalists of Florida State, Miami, Ole Miss, and USF. Willie Taggart in his first year as the head coach of the Bulls, or it will be his first season. This is his first recruiting class. The former Western Kentucky coach trying to make some inroads in the state of Florida, and he'd love to come up with Stacy Coley in the final moments.
Pedro, thank you very much. All right, let's get it out right now to Northeast High School, Oakland Park, Florida. We just talked about him a few minutes ago. Reese talked about it. Stacy Coley, the number 4 wide receiver in the country. There are 3 finalists in the state of Florida: Florida State, Miami, and South Florida, as well as Ole Miss. And we've seen Stacy. And Stacy, I know you can hear me now. I want you to announce it in just a moment, but we have watched you, and we've seen an extreme amount of emotion. What's going through your mind? What's causing the emotion that you're feeling this morning?
Say it again.
What's causing the emotion that you have been feeling this morning? As we've been watching you, certainly one of the more emotional young men we've seen so far.
Just my teammates. Just seeing us ever since my freshman year, just growing up and becoming friends and actually brothers.
So here it is. Now the stage is yours. Miami, Florida State, South Florida, and Ole Miss. Where will you play college football, Stacy?
The next 4 years, I'll be attending
So Stacy Coley, one of the top wide receivers in the country, has announced he will play college football at the University of Miami. What was it about Al Golden and that Hurricanes program that has you headed to Coral Gables, Stacy? Stacy, if you can hear me, why Miami?
Still bringing up.
All right, Stacy Coley. Can you hear me, Stacy? All right, there it is. Stacy Coley. Bottom line is this, Reese. He's going to the U.
I talked to Al Golden a little while ago, and Al's done a remarkable job in some very difficult circumstances in terms of recruiting, and this is a tremendous get for the Hurricanes in landing Stacy Coley here, Tom.
Well, I think it is, and naturally, because it's in South Florida, you lose out on Matthew Thomas to Florida State. You rebound with a playmaker, and hey, you've followed Miami football the last 25 years. They've got playmakers of a tremendous skill. This is a guy that is fluid, he's smooth, he's cat-like in his quickness, he can push the field, and I think he's only going to continue to physically develop and get better. The question is he that jet? Is he that Travis Benjamin type of top-end speed that they become accustomed to having at that position at the University of Miami? But the one thing I'll say about recruiting in relationship to Miami and to the job Al Golden has done, the kids in that program deserve a lot of credit for the power that they've had in recruiting, especially the guys like Duke Johnson last year. When all that came out, that class didn't take a dip. That class went up. And I think that those kids deserve a lot of credit for recruiting each other and for the kids on the team keeping it intact.
Is your birthday coming up soon? No. But when it does, I know what I'm getting you. Okay. I'm going to get you one of those swag caps. Like
I'll be wearing that everywhere I go.
Coach Bellotti was all over that.
You don't think Bill Knight manufactured that,
you know, as soon as he put that thing on, Mike said, hey, where can I get one of those swag caps? Yeah. A little bit less than 4 minutes, we'll have another announcement from the nation's #2 quarterback. That is Mackenzie Alexander.